discussion is around low SKUs store retention, like a low SKU store. So yesterday I was we were doing one audit for like a prospect, and their main concern was that they don't have too many SKUs on their website. And in our experience, that's been a common case that sometimes the store doesn't have much SKUs, and that's the like a condition of the SKU landscape, or like a, you can say D2C landscape, that most of the products brands start with like 3-4 products max, which they import from China or like from their manufacturing, and they start selling it, like putting up a brand and all those things. And we advocate low SKUs because for a small startup, now these days you can scale, like in consumer products you can easily scale to like 7 figure, 8 figure using a single product. So if you have low SKUs, it's not a cause of concern, or you don't need to worry that much, or because low SKUs means like you can like a better inventory management, better supply, better price points, everything. So if you can, I've been always a fan of Pareto principles, 80-20 rules. So if you can get good sales from a single product, then I would always advise to focus on the single products, or keep on removing your low ticket size or low performing SKUs every year. So even if you launch and if it doesn't work out, you take them off from the website. So that's like the context. So now, if you have low SKUs, or if you don't have many SKUs on your website, then what needs to be done in the terms of retention? So many stores have that kind of a mental block that we don't have many SKUs, so we will not be able to work on our customer retention. Someone will not be able to buy again, and there are multiple things, and they are somewhat right in that sense. Like, I'm not saying that they are completely off, but there are strategies which can be deployed, which are not exclusive, but they're part of retention marketing, and they will be really helpful for you. So let's jump into it, how you do email marketing for low SKUs stores, and also how the low SKUs, how can you help the retention, the first order profitability. So in this webinar we will cover the first order profitability for small stores. Second is increasing customer lifetime value, so how you can increase the customer lifetime value for these stores, and also lower cost per acquisition. So cost per acquisition we will be discussing from email perspective, but it will be applicable because this is mainly coming from retention marketing, email marketing, or LTV marketing. So it's coming from that perspective. So I just want to introduce our framework, PCC framework, just before jumping into the webinar. Is that we after working with 50 plus brands, we realized that the best part, or the best places to improve your LTV is not just the email, like your customer lifetime value, or LTV is more about the complete framework, which includes your product level optimization, your customer level optimization, and your communication level optimization. So we call it like a proprietary framework, which is like PCC framework, which is like product, customer, and communication. So in product, we optimize the product, like product price, product discounting strategy, product average order value strategies. Then in customer value, we look at what's the first time buyer, how we get the first time buyer, how we get the repeat, and how we get the recurring repeat, or what's our plan should be around the lapsed customer. And then we roll it out across the communication channels. So it's rolled out on email, SMS, WhatsApp, direct mail, and any other platform and optimization is across the three verticals. Then you can keep on optimizing the strategies. So that's the optimization plan. Now coming to the first bucket, which is a first order profitability. So first order profitability is becomes really important for low SKU brands, because even if your customer is not buying again, then the whole focus should be to get the maximum value from the customer on the first purchase. And in that, it's more about the mindset, or the how you place it up, but also that what leverage you can use to get your first order profitability. And there are from our experience, there are three levers to achieve first order profitability. One is like you increase your average order value. So most of the brands, like, and especially low SKUs, there are strategies, like especially for like bundling, or like buy two get one free, or like those kind of things, which any store, like even a single SKU store can do. So that becomes like increasing the average order value. Second is like you're decreasing your marketing cost, where you are like trying to decrease the marketing cost. In this webinar, we will be discussing from email marketing perspective. And third is reduced discounts. Like so what I have seen, like in most small stores, is like they go overboard on the discounting, and that really eats into their margin and their this thing. So we will be addressing them one by one. So first is like average order value. So average order value as a framework, we consist of like three major steps, like in average order value. So one is like the bundling framework, which asks you about the increasing the overall units per order. So units per order is done by bundling framework. Second is like cross sell upsell, which is more like more units per order. So one is like you increase the units. Second is like more SKUs, you increase time to increase. So this might not be applicable like the cross sell framework, so we have not included this in this webinar, but that's also part of this. And like I'm from an overall average order value perspective. And third is your nudge framework, where you talk about like your free shipping or your high ticket discounts and all those things. So in the bundle framework, so this is mostly applicable for small SKUs stores. And in this we have like three categories. So one is like why someone will buy the bundle. So even if you have a single product, then our recommendation is to create like a high ticket bundle of that, like a multi volume bundle, which can be a price saver if can someone can buy like two of them, three of them. So that's say like a price saver for them. If they can gift someone, so then it becomes like a gifting. And third is like convenience is mostly like around a pain point, around a touch point, around a like a need, around a goal. It can be like around a bestsellers, you just bundle them up. So how we approach this for this, so like for low ticket low SKUs stores, is that we start with like a price saver. So price saver can work for a single store also. Like if you have like a single unit, then you can also give like a volume discount, like two, if you buy two you will get 10% off, if you buy five you will get this much off. So at least there is an incentive for someone to buy more. So even if like 10% people go for that, then it will dramatically boost your LTV and lifetime value also, and it will help you with first order profitability as well. So this is like a common recommendation is like group low ticket. If you have one main product, so typically what happens is there is one main product which is the main SKU, and there are like three four accessories. Like so yesterday there was a pedal company, like they use music equipment pedals, and for that company what we recommended was that you have accessories, you have like cords, you have like charger, you have like they were like a kit this thing. So they can like create a bundle of a pedal itself. They can create like different kits which can include like a different items. And it might be bundled around a price saving point, that if you go for this, then there will be a saving for you. Second is gifting. So gifting is if you are giving out as a gift, or if you can make it around a price point. So even if you have like three SKUs, you can bundle it up like two, 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 and then one, and like one will all three of them, and this. So it can be like varied around a pain point or around a occasion. And like some brands, how and some successful D2C brands, they create different variations for Mother's Day or for Father's Day, or like for Halloween or something. So those kind of products, like a single product but different colors or different this, can also help you increase your around a like a launch something around a occasion. And also it can be a limited series as well, like so you launch some different color for like 100 pieces of a different color, and then you add some other colors pieces, or like some variations. So those kind of things also gives the like a single SKU, but you make it look like a that you have multiple SKUs, or like it gives you more option to promote. Also, it gives you more touch points to in the terms of offers, in the terms of deals, discounts. So you can have like multiple things over there. So that's like comes around the gifting part, and the convenience is basically if they are frequently bought together, so you create that and you bundle it up, and then it's create a convenience bundle for that user. So that's the first strategy, that if you have like low SKUs, so you just try to create as many bundles as you can across all three verticals, and then you try that what kind of bundle is working well for your audience, or what kind of messaging is working well, and then you like create more variation. But I would say like even with 4 SKUs, you can create ideally 4 into 4 so 16 SKUs can be created. But the idea is that it can be I'm not saying like create completely 16 permutation combination, but what you can create is like around 7 to 8 with just 4 SKUs. So that becomes a really important part of the puzzle, that before working on your retention, you, or it can be a part of retention, that you create your bundle strategy, so you can increase your count of SKUs as well, and it gives more option for promotion, for customers, for convenience, for like price saving, so everyone wins. So that's the first strategy. Next is to reduce your customer acquisition cost. So reducing your customer acquisition cost, this comes down to your like a first time buyer funnel. So in first time buyer funnel, we look at like the site abandonment, then category, then product, then cart, then checkout, and this. So typically, if you are there are not multiple SKUs, and you know that this is the first first time buyer, and the goal is to maximize conversion on that so the idea is to not go for like a complete post purchase journeys, or any other journeys, or price drop, or those kind of the focus should be to get hit customer at every step. And you can include offers also, you can include like different recommendations around that, but the idea is to get them from top of the funnel, and then category level, then product level. This category level might not be applicable if you have like 2 products or 3 products, but then at least on the product level, and then cart and checkout. So that's this to reduce the reduce the acquisition cost and increase your conversion rate, and also that will help you maximize the uh, the return on every visitor. So if you are getting 100 visits, and currently 2 people are converting, so then the idea is to get these automations, like long tail automations with like long follow-up sequences, and you try to get that purchase in next 10 days. So I would say to go aggressively on, or like to go very bullish on these journeys. Then next is like a discounting part. So once you have the bundle, you have your journeys, then it comes down to the what kind of discounts, and that's been the most problematic part, where the not problematic, but like most of the brands miss out on discounting, like smaller stores, so they give out more than needed. And the idea is to play around that. Like if you create 4 or 5 bundles, then you can always have that a minimum purchase, that if you buy this, then there is a minimum purchase discount on the like a volume based, or there can be a minimum purchase discount on the next purchase, or there can be a minimum purchase discount on your after uh, on your not next to, but I would say a minimum purchase discount on a minimum certain threshold, like $100 or $150. So that becomes like a minimum purchase, but also it can be like buy X get Y, so it's to increase AOV. I would say also tiered sale is also like a part of that minimum purchase, but you break it up like $50, 100, and always like a free shipping. So maybe the first product you selling, like the lowest ticket, there is no free shipping on that, and you provide free shipping on top of that, for the next batch, or for a high ticket size. So that becomes like a AOV part. And loyalty I would not recommend for this, but I would recommend like to increase AOV, like you run those kind of discounts instead of just store wide, like 10% off, or selected SKU. And I will say like a free gift can work, but it's more suited for giveaways. But to focus more on the AOV bucket. So that's like the part of the first that uh, you try to get the first order profitability. So even if you are not getting going to get like more repeat purchase, or there are not many SKUs to cross sell or like send over again, or after the first purchase customers are mostly done, then the idea is to try these three things to maximize your first order profitability. Next comes down to once you know that the customer has bought, so you have got the like the purchase. So if you have got the purchase and you don't have anything else to say sell, so in simple words the strategy becomes that you increase the value from the first purchase, so maximum you can get from the first, and then the maximum you can get from the customer. So not about the purchase, but what else you can get from the customer. So that includes your word of mouth. So typically, if you're not going to get a purchase, like a second purchase from that customer, so you try to get like a review or like a referral, or you get uh, like a social media share or like a video, like whatever, but the idea is to get something from the customer, at least even if they are happy with the product, so you get that content from them instead. So the post purchase sequences can also be about that I want to do this, you are not asking them to purchase again. What you are asking them to be become a part of the community, or become an ambassador, or get ask them to share a video, or send a review, or share a referral. So those becomes a strategies for your low SKUs product, and that also works for like any store, like even if you're a marketplace and this. But what I'm saying that for marketplaces they might have like other products to sell. If you are limited on SKU count, then the focus should be like, if someone has bought, then you stop sending them campaigns, you stop sending them automations, you remove them from your paid marketing, and the whole focus should be to get a review from them or get a referral from them. And that way you are able to segregate your marketing, and you are creating meaningful conversation with your customers. Because if someone has just bought and you are asking them to buy again, and you know that there's nothing else on the store to for them to buy again, so then it's not typically retention, but it's a like a part of if you can get a loyal customer, and you can get the loyal customer to do what loyal customers do in the terms of apart from spending money, so then it's like I think that's the max we can get from that, at the given the I think the limitations, that's the best what we can get from the customer. So to generate word of mouth, it's like word of mouth is just like there's a lot of words: UGC, user generated content, then reviews, then influencer marketing. So a lot of things are going around in the market, but like word of mouth covers all. So it's like the word of like what's the word is spreading about the brand, or like the goodwill, or the like benefits and all those things. So in this we will be focusing on the customer generated. So customer generated on social media, on brand's website, or customer to a friend. So these are the three verticals where the whole word of mouth is there, like customer to a friend, customer to their social media network, or customer to your website. So these are the three this thing. So first is we will be looking at customer to social, so customer posting on social. So how we get that social share, or how we get that referral, not referral, like a tag, or like shout out on social media. So for that, the idea is that what are the triggers. So triggers can be like home try on can be triggers, like purchase can be a trigger, like giveaways can be a trigger for that kind of engagement. So to get that user engaged, or what's the point where you say that please share us on social media, or please tag us on social media. It can be also about a social cause, or it can be a unique experience. So if you have something, I'm not saying to do all the triggers, purchase will definitely be there, but also if you can do like some social cause with a single low SKU count, or if you can do some kind of a lifestyle or unique experience, or like if you don't have social cause or lifestyle, then you can always fall on like a giveaway that we are giving out for this, and you just focus on your customers, like not non-buyers, because the idea is to go aggressively toward non-buyers to get them to buy the maximum ticket size, and then for your customers to get the social media or like a word of mouth shout out. So that becomes like the trigger. The communication is like a post purchase, which we discussed. I think in the welcome also you can talk about the community, you can talk about the social cause, you can talk about the contest and all, and there can be rewards. And for small brands, basically the rewards can be like you can go aggressively on rewards, because you are not like limited in the terms of because you don't have like thousands customers. So what you can do is like you can share their story on your wall, or you can have some kind of a social recognition, or you can have rewards based on influence. But I would say recognition is the main thing for someone sharing on social media. And if you can be active on the social media and like boost your post or boost your shout outs from your customers, so you get them to engage, you get them triggers, you get them communicate them, and then the rewards comes into the picture. And then you can leverage it on your website, you can shout out on social media and this. So and lastly, there is like a customer generated on site. So that part covers the we covered the customer generated on social. On website is more on the website, on website content. What we can get is then it comes down to more like a purchase, or the triggers mostly remains the same. I think it's more that what kind of flows or what kind of automations we are asking, what kind of touch points we are giving the customer to uh, engage, or like to ask them to generate, like not generate, but like we are requesting them to create a content. And second is that I think it's more to do with the next purchase, or in our case there will be no next purchase. So what we can do is like we can take it to the social recognition or something like that, or there can be referral. But referral also will not be tied up to the next purchase. Referral will be tied up to your Amazon voucher, or like a Walmart voucher or something like that. So that's there, and you can always leverage it on your website or your creative ads. So that's the value you can get from one time buyer for like a limited SKU store where someone has already bought. So how you increase the retention is like you work on getting the benefits of retention without working on the getting a second purchase, sort of like. So that's the crux of the story. And I think word of mouth is the best way forward. And lastly, these are the two strategies. Like you try to get the maximum products count on the first purchase with the average order value, with your conversion rate, funnels, or your low discounting. And then it's smart discounting, and then it's getting the word of mouth from the customer. So these are the two major actions which we can to get from on a low store. And email can definitely work with that. And we work with multiple stores which have the same issue, and we have helped them to increase their average order value by 50%. We have helped them to increase their LTV by like 30-40%, and able to reduce their customer acquisition cost along the way. So those strategies can be helpful for a smaller store, and for a low SKU count store. So, and this is our promise. Like we are like committed, and we can guarantee like a 10 to 30% in 45 days. And yeah, and we have worked with like multiple brands, and we have worked like 50 plus brands, and you can always reach out to us if you are looking some help on this. So thank you.